Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat, tested by the potion, loving this devotion. Give it up, give it up, give it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up, switch it up, switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly, just in time, know the right way to go.
Hello, hey, my love. It's your girl, Corey Love. Y'all already know I am back with another Carefree Cinema conversation. This is season 5, episode 2. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're a returning guest, you already know my motto. Thanks for rocking with your girl. So everybody knows my platform is a positive space for all things Black independent film. I keep it real, but I keep it positive as well. So if you're not already following, make sure you follow me across all platforms at The Corey Love Show and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Corey Love TV. Tonight, we're going to be having a long-awaited conversation with Milwaukee's Powerhouse, Ramon Sloan. So make sure you stay tuned and share this out with your audience so that everybody can tune in. Your host, Corey Love. Hey, that's me. Hey, Ramon.
What's going on? All right.
Not much. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. You know, this has been a long time coming, so I'm excited and happy to have you here tonight.
Yeah, I know, right? Thanks for having me, Corey.
Of course. Now, for all these years I've been watching your films, watching you and watching everything that you put out, I always wanted to know where Swift Motion came from. And then that's also your nickname. You got a pendant that's the logo and everything. So tell us a little bit about that logo and where that name came from.
Yeah, you've been doing your homework, huh?
You already know.
Well, when I first came up with the name, it was something that just stood out. I mean, I was looking to brand myself as well as the company, so I'm like, it just makes sense for me to call it Swift Motion Pictures, right?
Mm-hmm.
Swift, and we making motion pictures, so it's just kind of like it just clicked. Your audio is off. There you go. Nope.
Now?
Yeah, there you go.
You can hear me now? Okay, good. All right. That's what they were telling me on Instagram. Thank you, Jermaine. I just realized that. I didn't even know. I'm just running my mouth. But I was saying Swift means fast motion. Like y'all doing this. Y'all dropping these movies fast, right?
Well, no, it's just really an acronym that we put there, a title that I put together for the company.
Okay.
So, me just making films, and I guess it makes sense. Swift Pictures, we moving, right?
All right. Now you have a lot of films. I think it's like 13 feature films that I've seen, that I researched and I've seen like All of Circumstances, All of Trust Nobody. And these are my favorites of them all in that particular order. So I don't know how you're seeing it, but it's Untangled, Circumstances 1, 2, 3, and 4, Trust Nobody, and Let Me Be. Okay. Now, the first one I looked at was Untangled, right? And the funniest thing to me, I'm like, my first thought was Dwayne, Ramon, and Aaron, because I know it was like a joint venture of writing this film. And I'm like, they must be into polygamy, because I'm not. What's going on with this movie? So if you guys have not seen it, I'm gonna just show a real quick clip so that you guys can kind of have an idea of what I'm talking about.
I guess I gotta tell her since you won't.
You need to get the fuck. Let her in. So what's up?
Ask him. He ain't told you about me? You ain't the only one that means something to me.
I've been knowing about you for about 6 months now.
Well, did you know I was pregnant? And I'm not raising a baby on my own. So, yeah.
Let me tell you something. Me and you, we are not about to have a problem over choices that this man has made. I know who I married.
Now, some people would be like, she was a woman. That was so womanly of her. And the other girl, why did she come to her house? That's crazy or whatever. And probably getting on him. But if you hear what Tori said, she was like, it was his choice. It wasn't either one of our choices. So I want to know, like, what inspired y'all to create this story? And like, what is the message y'all wanted to convey?
Well, I believe the inspiration behind that story was, you have a lot of situations where people, they happy together, but, you got folks that they just want something else. And then you get caught up in these situations where in doing so, other people get hurt, they get pushed to the side, because you don't want to like make somebody else feel bad. So it's like, we was just trying to show a real story about things that happen, in real life, people having kids by other people, that they're with. And, this being something that somebody else might not accept, but it's happening, right? So this was a movie that we wrote around the pandemic. So that's why, we added the whole pandemic element to it, because we figure out a way to make it, to add some fire behind it, where it's like, said, what if we made it to where she couldn't leave the house?
Yeah.
I mean,
And that was good.
and what's crazy about that film is I didn't know how people was gonna receive it, but I mean, that part right there alone, it made a lot of women, it infuriated them in terms of, like, there's no way she could have been in my house. And
Yeah.
I mean,
I can imagine.
Yeah, but when you making movies, and you creating art, what you want to do is you want to evoke different emotions from people. That's one of the things that I thought was gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wasn't surprised about it, but I mean, you just be surprised, like all the reviews and the comments we got about that. That was like the main one. Like, there's no way in hell
That could have been me.
She would have stayed in my house,
Yeah.
That was a fun movie to make. We shot that in a week. That was a fun project.
What I like about it was the actors, Tori and the other young lady, they were perfect for it. They because Tori has that, for me, when I met her and when I see her, how she moves, she's just like nonchalant, like, okay, if it is what it is, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that was really good. If you guys have not seen Untangled, go check it out. That little clip alone doesn't tell the whole story. It just tells a part of it. But like he said, it was during the pandemic and they ended up having to live together because, we were on lockdown. And so it's go check it out. Make sure you watch it. Rena said 414 in the building. I'm guessing that's Milwaukee's area code. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yeah, player recognize player. He just standing there like, hey, yeah, it is what it is. I did it. And I guess you would say she accepted it because she didn't want any issues. She still wanted her man. So, hey, make it work.
Yeah, and I mean, let's be real. That we was being creative with that, right? Because you had to tell the story. But I mean, in a lot of instances, it wouldn't have turned out like that.
Yeah, it would not have.
but you never know, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, creatively, you wanna just give some people something to think about,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we try to do with that one.
When I first watched it, I said, like I said, I thought like, oh, they into polygamy or something, because this is crazy. But then I thought about it because there was a conversation I had years ago, and everybody would be like, wouldn't you feel better if you knew? Wouldn't it be easier that you knew? I'm like, no, because then I would still feel insecure and feel like, you probably not, maybe it's not just her. It could be other women as well, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always tell my husband, if you're gonna cheat, don't bring no baby home, don't bring no diseases. That's just my thing. Cause if y'all men gonna do what y'all gonna do, y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do. But don't bring nothing home to me, honey. I don't want them to, but it's reality. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things happen. She said, I would have. Yes, I can see you, Rena, being like that and taking care of the kid. Yes, she crazy.
Yeah.
But now you're a producer, director. You also act. And just like you guys did that together, what do you look for in a script or project before you decide to invest in it or produce it?
Well, the main thing I look for is something that I gotta like, right? So, we the majority of our films that we've shot are projects that we produced, and projects that we wrote ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to number one, like I said, it has to be something that I feel really excited about.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing that we look for is we try to look for projects where it's some type of message in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it is even though a lot of these stories are very rough around the edges. I mean, we don't come from a cozy world, right?
Yeah.
Black America, we don't come from these environments where there's not a lot of trauma and whatnot. So we telling our stories, and in the
Yeah.
midst of us telling our stories, you gonna get some of that. So
Mm-hmm.
what we try to do is, we try to make sure that regardless to what the story is, we try to put something in there, and educate people and provoke some thoughts.
It's just in some cases it's reality. So, and that's one thing I definitely always look for in a movie, the message, some type of way. Sometimes the acting might not be the greatest, the quality, but if there's a message that stands out, more so, you ignore everything else because it's like, hey, okay, I just learned something. So thank you guys. Sogobama Kadeem, I'm gonna just say Kadeem says, what it do, family.
What's up, man?
You have BZ over here on
What
Instagram.
up, B?
Yep.
Easy. That's my dude, man.
Mr. BZ. Yeah, y'all shoot a lot of stuff together.
Yeah, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because there can only be one king in this kingdom.
No, man. I'm just asking, who nominated you to take over the streets and start a war?
Y'all look at how smooth he threw this. Look at it.
See, too many mortals want to be Highlanders. I nominated myself, nigga. What you don't understand is this was a pivotal moment for you.
JD ain't playing.
Because I was about to kill your ass. But instead of proving myself to you, I decided to use my super linguistic skills and just simply tell you to shut the fuck up.
Listen, I don't know if people are familiar that you act real good too now. I don't know if people realize that you act. Now, do you get thrown into the film or like you're written into it?
Well, when the first role that I was in was it was Bone in Circumstances 1. And, and I was strictly just looking to produce that movie, but the person who we casted for it, he bagged out on us at the last minute. So I was like, forced into that because somebody had to do it, you know. But I mean, outside of that, you know, as you get more into creating these projects, and you writing them, you become attached to them, and also you telling stories that you're interested in and you want people to see. So for me, a lot of times, you know, we identify some of these roles where it's like, okay, who will be good with playing this right here? Who can deliver this the right way? You know what I'm saying? Like if you watch All About a Check, part one, I'm not in that, you know, because I wanted to just be behind the scenes on that.
Focus
And
on
you know, with that one, I just felt like everybody we casted for that, it was the right people. You know?
Yeah, I think so. That's one thing I noticed with your films. Everybody acts is like it fits them. The role fits them. So how do you figure that out? Like with casting, do they audition, or these are just people you know? Hey, you know, Shelby gonna be good for this, or Sierra, I know she gonna work. Like, how do you choose your actors for each character?
Well, sometimes you have those moments where when we looking at the script and everything, and we like, who could play this as we casting, and you already have relationships with actors, so naturally you know who has the right temperament for these roles, who could deliver them, you know, the right way. So a lot of times it is, you know, the idea that we have a relationship with some of these actors, so it's like, okay, she would do good with this. But a lot of times, you know, we do casting for some of these parts, especially like if it's a role where it's something new that we really haven't introduced our audience to coming from our production. So, you know, we try to give different people shots, you know, and also bring new talent to the forefront. But this is a business. So a lot of people like Shelby, you know, Crystal, and actors and whatnot, Diesel, Tristan, you know, these are people who our audience recognizes.
Yeah.
So it's no different than, you know, it's like Hollywood, they go get Denzel for a reason, right?
And they know they're gonna bring it.
Correct, because it's a business.
Yeah.
But you also want to bring fresh talent.
Yeah.
Bring fresh talent, not only to support the ecosystem of you know, creativity and actors and whatnot, but just to always give your audience something new and fresh.
Yeah. And that's really good to look forward to. I mean, we look forward to the people that we know and love, like you said, but when you see some new people, you want to check them out and keep looking for them.
Definitely.
So those of you that are tuning in on Instagram, thank you so much for tuning in. Drop your questions, even your comments, so Sloan could know that you're here. Ramon could know that you're here. And he can't see the comments on Instagram, so I'll be reading them to him. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. And those of you that are tuning in on Facebook as well, drop your city, drop your location, let us know where you're tuning in from. And I just wanted to remind you guys that every third Wednesday of the month, you already know, we have monologue competition. The 19th, February 19th, will we be having the next competition. I think there's already like 6 people that have signed up. Our goal is 10. So if you know 4 other people that should join in, let them know. And there is a cash prize again this month. Every month there won't be a cash prize, so don't look forward to a cash prize every month. And also this month we're looking for a monologue that pertains to love or pertains to Black History Month. So y'all already know Black History Month, we're celebrating 365, but we be extra in February. So if you have not already registered, make sure that you register for that. I have some guests out of Detroit, South Carolina, and also, oh wait, 3 of them are from Detroit. 2 and 1 from South Carolina. But make sure you guys go register at my website and join the fun. Louisiana, baby. Thanks for jumping on, Jermaine. Rena, let us know where you from. Kiki, everybody that's tuning in. If you comment, I'm gonna know that you're there. But I can see the numbers, but I don't know who's there until you comment. But we're having a great conversation tonight with Ramon Sloan of Swift Motion Pictures. If you don't already follow him, make sure you follow him on social media at Swift Sloan on all platforms. The same thing on all platforms. All right, so. Now, we talked about your name and your movies. We show a little clip about you acting, and I also wanted to recognize you that I know of. You won 2 awards last year. I mean, I think they were like back to back. I can't remember. So you won the HAPA Hollywood and African prestigious award. Don't let me tell the people things like that. And you also got a proclamation from your city, which is huge. Like, you have a day in your city. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, that event right there was it was an all Black experience event that was hosted by a good group of guys here, and they wanted to give out a visionary award to somebody, and they figured that, you know, that I foot the bill on. I footed. I fitted that. So yeah, it was a surprise, you know. But what was dope about it was the fact that my city was able to absorb that and, you know, recognize myself, and, you know, because I look at any of this stuff as, you know, also not only is it me, but it's my team, you know, for us to be recognized for something, for all the work we've been putting in, you know, from, you know, hiring crew and cast, and, you know, showcasing locations for businesses, and just moving the whole culture of film forward in the city. It was dope. You know,
yeah,
it was a great event. You know, probably about 3,000-4,000 people there. I think something like that.
What?
Yeah, it was huge. And
that's huge.
And it was like I said, it was what was so powerful about it is because, you know, this is my home. So that one right there, I really appreciated that.
That's amazing. We were just talking about you, Ace. So Ace is on Instagram, tuning in too.
What up, Ace?
We talked them up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And tell us about the other award that you won as well too. I think that's so huge. Hollywood and African prestigious award. I think I got it right.
Well, we took that one down that was for Let Me Be. It was Best Drama Series.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like a last minute nomination that I found out about. And it was a complete surprise. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think that was gonna be something that we would win, not because I didn't think the project was dope, but I mean, we were going up against so many different people. And that was another good one, you know. I mean, because again, it's always great to be recognized for your work. But, you know, especially when it's coming from your own. And more than anything, these types of things, what they do is they signify to me, it's a signal for other people that's pursuing the same thing that I'm doing. I mean, you're looking at over almost 9 years of somebody working towards these goals with films and constantly striving to make bigger projects, better projects, with giving people more opportunities and looking for different outlets of distribution and things like that. So
Yeah.
any producer, actor, director, anybody involved with in the creative world will tell you that this shit ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
It's very challenging, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not only that, it can be very costly. So you got to move correctly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll lose a lot if you don't know what you're doing. So I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, and I was saying that's one of the reasons I go so hard for y'all, because I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's easy. Oh, it's easy." Let me tell you something. When I went on my first set to work, I was like, "Oh, 12 hours, then 13. This ain't for me, baby." I was like, and I helped her from the beginning, the pre-production, during the production, and post. Like, it's a lot of work. So I always tell people, please don't think it's easy. Even with the acting, I tell people all the time, if y'all gonna throw me in, I'm not doing no more than 5 lines. Can't do it. I don't know how people be a lead, and yeah, that's it. That's my limit. That is my limit. Right. Yeah, cameo. Yeah, let me just show up. That's for sure. But that's one thing I wanted to ask you, because from what I see, all your films are very successful. You have great actors and actresses in it. And like, Let Me Be, you were surprised, but Tristan and Sierra is doing her thing as well now too. But Tristan gonna bring it hard. But like you said, independent filmmaking comes with its own set of challenges, especially finances. Now, how do you navigate those challenges if you're ever challenged in the area of finance?
Well, that's happened before. What you got to do is you have to be very good with moving money around. Mm-hmm. And you got to know how to budget. You have to know how to budget, and you have to. I mean there's no like straight answer for that.
Right.
Any producer will tell you that's one of those things where it's like you just gotta you gotta really know how to pivot.
You make it happen.
Bottom line, but more than anything, going into the project, you have to have a budget. I hear a lot of people who that's not really in film. They say, okay, this is my first movie. I want to make a movie. How much do it cost to make this movie? And the first thing I tell them is, nobody can tell you what it's going to cost you to make a movie until they read your script, right? But then you get some individuals who they have a script and they try to just go to shoot the script, and then you run out of money. So the first order of any business is you got to know what it's going to cost you.
Right. All right. Yeah, I'll take these gems. Those of you that are watching.
having a working budget is everything. And of course, anybody will tell you that you have on here that's producing, you're always going to go over budget. But you just don't want to go because it's going to be some unforeseen costs. Some things is going to happen, right? But you don't want to go over budget to the point where you don't have the money. What I'm saying? Now you got to
take out a loan.
People got to get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they want their money, right? Whoever it is. So you just got to make sure that you have some set aside money available just in case you go over budget. Which 1,000% you're going over budget.
Yeah. So it's gonna happen. Like Rena, she says, I'm from Milwaukee, residing in Houston. I just helped her with her very first film as well, and she experienced that too. Like she jumped in it. Yeah, coming out. Karma begins. It's coming. But she said, I jumped out there myself. It was costly, messy, and stressful. And she had to shoot her film twice. So I was there the first time, then she had to do it a second time. So she spent a good buck. Wow. Definitely spent, yeah. But again, like you said, it's all in the planning and putting things in order. But you know, you learn. So I'm sure she's probably going to be good at it now this time, right?
Yeah. She got
Jermaine says she got. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said she got the experience now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Jermaine's right. It is not for the weak at all. At all. At all. He said he's trying to get to Milwaukee. He got to link up with you. I don't know if you're familiar with Jermaine. He was in 5 Minutes, Share the Boy Films. 5 Minutes. He was the lead, actually.
You know what? I do recognize him from that movie. Okay.
Yeah. He was also in H Block. And he was in what was it? What? Oh my gosh, I just went blank with China. Just type it in, Jermaine. I just went blank. It's not Please. I can't remember the movie, but I know it's not Please. How can I forget it? That's one of my favorite movies.
Paper something like that. Paycheck. Huh? Was it Paycheck or Paper something?
Paid something. Get paid. Yeah, get paid. Yeah, he killed that role too. He's really, really good. And that I know him personally. When I say this man studies, he studies 100% focused, and he's one I always tell him he's gonna go super far because he really loves the craft. He's not in it for just to be in it, you know. He really loves the craft. So so all right, now we have areas that we all feel that we can improve on, right? If you had a chance to redo one of your movies, which one would you want to redo?
Wow, you know what? It's fun. Personally, I wouldn't redo none of them.
Okay.
Because, you know, some people ask me, would you do Circumstances one over because it's like your first movie? Actually, me and Beezy talked about it once. And I was like, no, because I just feel like whatever your journey is your journey. You know what I'm saying? That's like that's just like asking Jay-Z, do he want to go back and do Reasonable Doubt over?
Okay.
I mean, so my thing is, it's like whatever the art is, let that be that, because you also and it's a good way for you to track your journey, and it's a good way for other people to track your journey also, right?
I like that.
Spike Lee first movie wasn't like Malcolm X. You know, what was his first movie? She Gotta Have It or something like that. Right. So you know, you look at all these different directors, and I think Martin Scorsese, didn't he direct that movie with Robert De Niro? When Robert De Niro was like it was a cab driver or something, something like that.
In New York, they shot it in New York.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that was him, but you understand my point.
Yeah, I get your point. Yeah.
The point is, the art is the art. Whatever you get, whatever I give you, you get it.
Yeah, that makes sense. So nice.
And it's like with flaws and all, because when you see these movies, it's a testament to the growth or the non-growth. Right? So you know what I like to do when I run across new directors and producers and actors is I like to look at the old stuff to see, you know, if they're actually growing in the journey. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. And that's what you want to do. You want to grow. Definitely. You have to grow. If you're not growing, what you're doing.
Definitely.
That's my opinion. So, but before we jump into the game, I'm going to ask you my final question. And those of you that are tuning in, if you have any questions again or any comments, make sure you drop your question or comment for Ramon. And I will definitely relay the message to him if he doesn't see it on the screen. So don't be shy, y'all. Everybody, I always try to ask everybody the same question at the end. For people that are coming up in this industry, I know a lot of people think it's super easy, and you know, I got $10,000 and it can work, or I can act. What's one key piece of advice you would give them about breaking into the industry? So whether it's in acting, distribution, or in getting funding. And like you said, with funding, you just got to create a budget. So we got that. So what about general in acting or just breaking into the industry in whatever field?
I think that they need to have a clear understanding as to what they're gonna be doing. Like what is excuse me, what's the goal, the overall goal? What am I looking to do? If you're trying to get into acting, then obviously you gotta understand that if you've never been on a set before and you've never acted before, that you can't expect somebody to just give you a leading role in a movie. You have to be, you know what I'm saying? So I think you just need to everybody need to have realistic goals, and you know, if you're producing, then you gotta say, okay, well, if I only got $20,000, how am I gonna shoot the best movie that I can for $20,000? In the same way, right? And the best way for any of these people to understand that process is you got to get around it before you do it. So you understand what it is, because some people think they can act. Like, we've casted people for movies, and you know they can't sit there and wait for their scene to come up. So how much longer I'm gonna be waiting? 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever. And they're like, all right, well, I gotta leave. But the thing is, it's like they didn't really know what they were signing up for. You know what I'm saying? So the best way for you to get this understanding is you gotta be on set. You know, what I would recommend is, if somebody's trying to do that, to go find a mentor, find somebody that either has some type of acting program, has some type of producer's mentor program or something. And that way you can get in the environment so you can understand what it is you're doing. And then you can study what you're doing and be prepared once you actually jump off the porch and go into that.
I like that. Jump off the porch. Somebody just recently made a post about that they can barely have extras to sit on set for the time being. And a couple of months ago, when I made a post, I said that. I said, hash out 12 hours for the day, because they can change up a scene and you might not be able to leave. They might have to redo people. Trust me, I've been on set 16 hours and it's hard, and I'm only a production assistant. So imagine having your scene and they change it. And I love that you said that, because that's what a lot of people don't realize. They think as you come, you do your scene and you go. That's not how it works.
No,
so
you might have to do that over that same scene. You might have to, that might be 4 different angles they want.
and that's if you get the first angle right.
Right, and every time they do that, it might be a thing where they got to change some lights around and you know, stuff like that. So it's just you really having an understanding of what you're trying to do.
Yeah. I know it ain't easy, I'm telling you. And every set is different. Every single set is so different. Kiki asks, are you currently buying or looking for scripts? If so, what genre?
Well, I mean, I'm always looking for scripts. So, I mean, it's definitely, as far as the genre, it don't matter. I mean, as long as it's some dope shit that we can actually translate to our audience, right? Because some scripts just don't translate to my audience. So, yeah, definitely reach out and let's talk about it.
Okay. All right, cool. Hey, Sharika Brave Films. Thanks for tuning in. If y'all don't have any more questions, or even if you do, Erin, the producer, says shout out to Swift Motion Pictures. She's on Instagram.
What up, Erin?
Nakia Hamilton. Nakia, you're in, I think he's in North Carolina. I might be wrong. Nyambi Nicole jumped on. The Kathy, Yvette, McCorkle Labs. You got quite a few people on Instagram that came on and off.
Okay.
But you guys, thanks again so much for tuning in. We're gonna jump right on into the game. If you drop your questions, I will still get back to it before we close out. But I just want you guys to know this is Ramon Sloan, aka Swift. If you're not already following, follow him. Check out my 4 favorite movies of his own. Circumstances has 4 parts. Trust Nobody has 3. Untangled is the one that we touched on earlier. Let Me Be the series. Let Me Be you're coming out with season 2, right?
Yeah, we got season 2 in post-production right now. And actually,
Okay.
Trust Nobody, that's It's Just Money Entertainment. That's Stephen Love. That's his movie. But
Okay.
you know,
You're in it.
yeah, I mean I
acting.
produced that first movie with him. But
Okay.
that whole series, dope series, you know, they definitely go check out Trust Nobody 1, 2, 3. I think he's doing 4 too. So yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll make sure you guys check them out and follow him on social media as well. I don't tell y'all see how sharp he be looking. He be sharp in every photo. If you see his page, he be sharp like a nail. Listen. But we're gonna go ahead and jump right on into the game. Y'all already know I said it's Black History Month. Let's see if he gets to keep his card, and y'all can help him in the comment.
Oh, so if I don't get these right, you pulling my black card?
Taking it from you, baby. Taking it straight from you. You got only 2. It's 10 questions, and you can only miss 2.
Okay.
Only 2. All right. So, you ready?
Yeah, it's better not be no whole.
You said better not be no what?
A bunch of slave movies.
No, I ain't go that far, man.
I'm just tired of them showing us all these slave movies.
Oh, right.
That shit. Yeah.
Roots and shit. Like, no, ain't nobody trying to do that no more.
Yeah, we don't.
All right, guys, let's do this. Name this movie.
Is that Selma?
Good job. That's Selma. All right. Name this actress.
It better be Gabrielle Union.
Yes, it is. Okay. You're not doing too bad. In Boys in the Hood, who plays the character Doughboy? I wasn't gonna give you options, but
Don't stop playing Ice Cube, of course.
okay. Look at you. You got a little dark skin in you. Name the actor.
Bing Rames.
Period. All right. In which film does Eddie Murphy play multiple roles, including a professor who invents a miraculous, that's spelled wrong, weight loss solution?
Nutty Professor.
All right. Okay. I see you. Let's go.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Okay. Good for you. Okay. And Poetic Justice. You're showing out. Okay. Oh man, I think this is the last one. Which film is based on the life of a famous boxer and stars Will Smith?
Ali.
Okay. You know, when I looked at it, I got mixed. I was like, I wonder if it's Rocky or Ali. I said, I better know. And the final one.
Idris Elba.
Yep. Good job. Wait, we got one more. Hold on. I thought I was done. We got one more.
Okay.
So Mike Lowry and Marcus Burnett are characters in which popular action movie?
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. What you gonna do? Good job, y'all.
Listen, I thought you was gonna have some real
hard stuff. No.
But I'm a movie buff, so I mean, you'd be surprised. A lot of people probably can't answer them questions.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to step
since I answered all of them correctly, do I get the super nigga card now?
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. You get that super nigga card. I get in there anywhere. Anywhere in black. And I was sending you one of my collection shirts, whether it's independent actor or it's not a Tubi movie, it's a movie on Tubi. One of those shirts. I'm gonna DM me your address and I'm gonna send one out for you. You another nigga. All right.
Yeah.
He said, man, she didn't even test your IQ. I was waiting to help.
See, Chuck know what's up. Shout out to Chuck. Chuck wrote a bunch of things. Yeah.
So, because he's a movie buff.
Yeah, you said, who you talking about, Charles?
No, you're a movie buff. Some people, yeah.
You know, listen, I'm not a culture vulture, okay? I didn't just get into this because I thought everybody was running the Tubi and wanted to make movies. No.
Yeah.
I actually like, film.
Yes. Very good.
What Charles say? She didn't test your IQ?
Yeah. He said she didn't even touch her. He was trying to help. He was waiting to help. He said Midwest has some awesome filmmakers. I need to get to know more Midwest because Ramon thought I was from Detroit. I'm from Florida. I'm originally from the Virgin Islands, actually.
I did.
But
You said everybody else. You said a lot of other people thought you were from there too, didn't they?
I don't know why. But you know why I feel though? Is because when I put out stuff, Detroit people jump on it. Right. They literally like, even with now the with the monologue competition, three judges that reached out to me. They're from Detroit. The people that are applying, they're from Detroit. That's why I tell people from all these other cities, you got to show up and show out. Detroit shows up and show out. So it's gonna always seem like I'm over supporting them, but they be supporting themselves the majority of the time.
I mean, listen, it is what it is. The thing is this, I feel like the world is my playground. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, the only thing that separates us is these so-called cities that they got us in. But at the end of the day, it's one big earth, right? But you're right. Detroit, they're very not only the film community, the people behind it
in general,
but the audience, like, Detroit is very. I don't know when they got like this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they always was, but they very in tune with independence in the film industry. So I can see that because I swear you fool me until you start talking. I'm like, okay, Detroit accent.
I ain't got no Detroit. What they be saying? What up though? I ain't got that. Jermaine says, ask Swift if Cuckoo Cal's still around. Milwaukee rap legend.
Yeah, Cuckoo's still around. Yeah, we did a documentary on Cuckoo. It's called The Rise and Fall of Cuckoo Cal. But yeah, Cuckoo's still around, man.
Is it still on Tubi?
Yeah, it's on Tubi and Prime.
Okay, because I know sometimes they take stuff down.
No, it's still on there. Okay,
so you can check it out. Jaquil on Instagram said this was too easy for him. I'm reading it how his name is spelled, JAK.EIL.
He talking about the questions?
Yeah.
Y'all need to send her some questions in. Let her know.
Yeah.
I'll probably answer all of them anyway. So.
Yeah, DM me some questions, y'all. If I'm soft, I'm too easy on them. But I just again want to thank you so much for finally being able to if I wasn't sick or you had something going on, but we made it happen. And I'm gonna keep resharing this interview. And I always share your films anyway. He said I'm gonna go check it out. I used to bump him all the time as a kid. Good. Show that love. And Jermaine, get with Swift. Send him some of your monologues and stuff. He's really good. I would hope to see him one day in Milwaukee for sure.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, for sure. And again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. You already know. Before we close out, don't forget to follow Swift Sloan at SWIFTSLOAN on all platforms. And if you're not already following me, follow me at the Corey Love Show across all platforms. Send me some questions since I'm being so easy on folk. Okay. And we're always excited to partner with amazing sponsors that go along the way. You have benefits as a sponsor. So if you're interested in sponsoring, please let me know. You can send me a DM or you can visit my website at www.thecoreyloveshow.com. And I also wanted to show you guys again, I'm working on some gear for
sugar sweet. You got what I need. Sipping on the potion. All that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat. testify the motion. Loving is devotion. Live it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly just in time, know the right way to go.
So if you're tuning in tonight and you see anything that you like, send me a DM for a special code for being in tune tonight with Ramon's interview. And again, if you're not following him, make sure you follow him. He said this is dope, Coco. Oh, wait. Charles says, what? Oh, he sent me the question. He talking about why did Clifton Powell get fired in the movie Ray? I don't know that one.
Ray?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Oh, why did he get fired in the movie?
He did.
I don't remember that. That was his manager, right? Wasn't that his manager?
He right, and he got mad because he was treating his wife bad, right, Charles? He got some questions for real. I need to get with you, Charles.
First name when he returned to acting. Man, stop playing with me.
Now we messing with our IQ for real. But I like those questions. Send me some more, my dear Charles. Thank you, Jermaine. He calls me Coco. Rena Faye, make it movie. Charles says, nope. What's the answer then? We're not going to log off till you tell us the answer.
Do you know the answers to them, Chuck? What was Samuel?
Up shit over there.
I'm trying to think. I can't remember. I think
he said Gator
got fired because
I think he was mad with him because he was doing drugs and he was beating a woman.
Yeah, it was. I don't even think he had a valid reason why he fired him.
For stealing? Nah, I gotta go watch it.
Oh, right. Okay. He was
stealing. What did he steal? And Gator was Samuel L. Jackson's name when he came back to acting. I would have never got that one for sure. For sure, I wouldn't have got that one.
I did know that one. That Gator. I did. Okay. Was that? Hold on, Chuck. Was that Mo Better Blues? What was that? What movie was that?
He typing fast too. Remember the light skinned dude? He said a light skinned dude took over when he turned the lights down. Do that dance, Gator.
What movie was it?
Mm-hmm. What light skinned dude? What movie we talking about? Ray or Samuel? In Georgia. That's the name of the movie, Georgia?
Okay.
Then him and Ray had the talk. Yeah, Ray. I'm gonna watch it now. I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna DM you because I don't remember that part. I thought he got fired for. Oh, did he think he's okay? I'm gonna go watch it because I need to know. But again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're not already following me, make sure you follow me on social. Make sure you follow my guy Ramon at Swift Sloan on Instagram and on Facebook as well. And again, you guys already know my motto. If there were no you, there would be no Corey Love Show. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And guidance, blessings, and love, everybody. Good night.
Thanks for tuning in tonight. We're always excited to partner with amazing sponsors to help keep the show running smoothly and to promote incredible businesses. If you're interested in sponsoring an episode and gaining great exposure, we'd love to have you on board. Simply visit our website at www.thecoreyloveshow.com to learn more and get started. Let's make something special together.